Oh, that's it. I've had it with this dump. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. Okay, just calm down.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes. It's that time of week where we bring the saltiest, the most curmudgeonous Thinking Critical or member of the Thinking Critical family in Pele. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, great, man. It's Monday morning. Everybody loves Monday mornings, don't they? I love Monday mornings. They're fantastic.
It's the perfect time of the week to talk about all the crappiest stuff that happened in comics. Some people might call it the shit list. We call it the worst of the week.
That's right.
And we got a doozy to start out with. We got a new series coming out from Marvel Comics called New Warriors. It's a relaunch. What do you think about this cover?
The cover? Oh, I think it's very diverse. It's not superheroes, but it's very diverse.
I think the one girl in pink, I think her name is Cholesterol. And then there's the girl with the blue hair. It's called her superhero name's Baby Smurf.
Yeah,
there's some superheroes in there.
Well, you got you got Orca in the Smurfs.
Oh. I thought her name was Cholesterol, not Orca. My bad.
No. I was just. It's hard to describe. And then there's an elf over here on the right, with like wings on the back, and this is hideous. This is just, oh God, who agreed to this?
Well, my favorite dude is there's a luchador in there. I think he was called the Conquistador, or maybe it was Conquistador #1 during the 80s, if you remember him.
Yeah. I'd been blissfully ignorant, forgetting about that guy.
Dude, I like wrestling, so it's at least they got a masked wrestler on the cover. Maybe they could have a cage match.
Oh God, a cage! Yeah, they all need to be in a cage. Jesus, God in heaven, look at this. I mean, honestly, does this look like a superhero cover? I mean, it looks like some kind of future society kind of drama involving
It looks like what Katy Perry would think a superhero team looked like.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's actually a really where's the sharks? Jeez.
Yeah, you need some baby sharks on there, and would be the Katy Perry halftime show from the Super Bowl. But my favorite part is the writer. The writer on this series is going to be Daniel Kibblesmith. You've never heard of him because he's nobody of note, but he's a writer for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He used to be the humor editor at BuzzFeed, so there will be no comedy in this. There will be no laughs to have in this comic book because BuzzFeed has never told a joke that ever landed. So they decided to bring that guy in. So I think he also did Black Panther versus Deadpool. So he's got all the cred in the world.
Oh, that's pain. That's just nasty, man. I mean, granted, Colbert has his moments, but he's not had one since 2016. It's telling. You can't read a BuzzFeed article without cringing. So I'm sure they'll probably get the same effect with this comic.
Oh, I mean, you look at the cover and the cringe. He's setting the tone for the series. The cringe is real, people. It's not the only stupid thing Marvel decided to launch this week. They're launching Captain Marvel 150 here in a couple of months. It made me chuckle. The comic book that has never made it to 25 issues in a run. It's been, I believe, rebooted 12 or 13 times since Carol Danvers took the mantle over. Even with a $1 billion movie, it feels like a monument to ineptitude and incompetence and to failure. Yet they're celebrating it anyway. Pele, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, there's probably 150 issues that have Captain Marvel's name on them. So I guess what is that? What they're counting? Like,
I mean, they rebooted it 13 times.
Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel.
It only took them 13 times to get to 150. Good job, guys.
Well, I mean, that's the only way Marvel can. So
the best part is it's not a CB Cebulski thing. It's not an Axel Alonso thing. It's not a Joe Quesada thing. All three of them failed this stupid character, and they can't get her right. They just keep rebooting and rebooting. No one cares. I will say this. the cover is fucking fantastic. It looks awesome. It makes Captain Marvel look fantastic. But you know the interiors are going to look like dog shit because it's Captain Marvel and no one's going to buy it anyway, so they're not going to put a good artist on it.
They probably found some Tumblrina to do the artwork, or it's
absolutely no. You'll get a stupid mohawk, some ladies talking about how great each other are, and then eventually she'll go insane and kill a bunch of people because that's what the character does. It's kind of weird. For being such a hero, she sure does kill other heroes a lot.
Well, she's a fascist. You know, ever since she was with the Kree, she's a fascist. Kree were fascists. She didn't really disagree with the Kree's methods. She just disagreed with who the Kree were attacking. It's no surprise. They've got a, you know, they don't know anybody that knows how to write a woman with power. You know, not since Claremont. You know, it's Phoenix was fantastic, and I know that you can't keep duplicating the same character over and over again, but
no, come on, it's Marvel. They'll just do the same thing over and over again until you never get tired of it. You know, you will get the Hunted storyline about 50 times in a row. You know, the Infinity Gauntlet. How many times have they done that? About 5 now.
Yeah, but you know, that just keeps, you know, there's really no problem whatsoever with Marvel's, you know, ideas. It's just, you know, they have so few of them.
All right, let's stop talking about Marvel. Let's move over to DC. Let's talk about the worst comic of the week that we read. And I hate to keep bringing Bendis on the show, and hopefully, I think it'll be Dan Slott next week, but you never know. Maybe it will be Bendis, but it's got to be Young Justice number 12. Like, what a fucking terrible comic book, man.
That was embarrassing. I mean, and they had the nerve to drag Warlord into it. That's what gets me. You know, Superboy's like just falling apart, having a complete breakdown. You know, sitting on the ground, crying his eyes out. You know, and you have Warlord actually trying to console him, like, it's okay, buddy. You know, it's all right, Superboy. You might want to be quiet. There's dinosaurs around. You know, and right on cue, here comes the dinosaur. Superboy swats it. You know, and starts sitting back on the ground, crying again. And the only moment of levity, the only moment of comedy in the entire book that you know, kind of gave me a little bit of a smirk. You know, it's like, you know, I don't like killing dumb animals. I don't like hurting dumb animals because, you know, it's like kicking puppies. It's like, you know, and it's like when it's like, you know, somebody's attacking puppies and Warlord's like, wait, what happened to the puppies on Earth? What? You know,
you killed all the puppies?
You killed all the puppies? What?
Yeah, there's so much bad stuff about the laziness. And did you realize that the third page of this comic is the cover from the 10th issue?
Oh God. No, I didn't know.
It is the exact same art, except they took the trade dress off and threw some stupid narrative up there.
Oh,
the same exact page. Couldn't believe it.
Wah, wah.
I mean,
recycling. I mean, DC has recycled before. You know, they're the kings of recycling. They just, you know, they have these same iconic covers that. How many times? I mean, and they call them homage covers. I get it. It's you know, this is and nothing.
It's 2 months ago. Where they paid homage to yesterday? Come on.
That's what I was getting to. You know, you usually wait a couple years or even a year before, you know, homage covers start, you know, filtering through. It's not even the cover.
Artwork. It's the page in the fucking book. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. I can't. I don't think I have a Young Justice number 10.
Well, when you watch the video, trust me, I got the evidence. It'll be right up here for everyone to see. And then, you know, It's a Bendis book. So we got to talk about some dialogue. Oh, it's so bad. I think he thinks it's that people are paying by the letter. So he's trying to fill the comic book up with so many words that mean nothing. At one point, like at the beginning, Teen Lantern, who's as annoying and unlikable as any character Bendis has ever created, you know, because she's got hacking power for the Green Lantern ring. She says, she's talking about, I've got a resume now. I have multiverse traveled. I have multiversity.
DC Christ,
man. What the fuck is that?
Do you remember DC's multiversity? I remember DC's Multiversity. That you talk about some horrendous shit. Then you have this amazing stuff like Batman, Superman. You know, that's okay. Amazing is probably a strong word. Solid work like Batman and Superman. And then you get to Bendis. And I really don't understand. He still has these loyal fans. And
I don't know. Sounds like they need a good banning.
There's people are just waiting for a payoff on anything that Bendis writes. And
be
what
like,
they
get
don't
the hell
realize
out of my shop. No, we don't need you here. Keep your money.
Well, I like money.
Dirty capitalist.
Money's good. No, it's fine. I'm a dirty capitalist. That's fine. I like my money. I like making money, but there's still is there still hope, Wes?
Absolutely not. He's completely incapable. And I'm going to give you Exhibit A right here. This is a full page of dialogue. We got Drake, we got Ginny Hex, we got Amethyst, Naomi. This is the conversation. And tell me what this page of dialogue tells you and how it involves the story and whatsoever. It feels more and more like we watched a criminal get away. Cassie and Kelly will bring the Justice League. My partner, Stephanie, is going to call back any second. Batman will call. Drake, hey, if you got to go find her, you can borrow my truck. You do that? Well, I know you're good for it. I would, but I don't know where I'm going. I just need to find Stephanie or Batman. I do like hanging out with you guys. That must be the reason I'm not running home to face my parents. This is all weirdly therapeutic for me, too. This is really helping me. I don't know. Adjust? I can imagine. Where did Bart go? Where did he go? Who's Bart? He said donuts. When was this? Hours ago. I said, oh, cool. Portland Donuts? Oh. Hey, where have you been? After everything we've been through? Donuts. That's a whole fucking page that's a whole page of a comic book that did absolutely nothing. I can't believe that they're charging people for this. This is offensive to me. It should be offensive to anyone that bought this comic. How can they made you pay for this, people? Come on, they made me pay for it. I can't believe it.
Donuts in Portland? Is Portland known for donuts?
Who gives a shit? What's it got to do with the comic?
Nothing. It has nothing to do with anything.
This is bad. It's only going to get worse because, we see the last page. And I'll give them this. The entire comic isn't terrible. I do think when I read Dial H for Hero, that book isn't that bad. So when they arrived, it actually made the book a little bit better before the end. And we see it's the Wonder Twins and Young Justice and Dial H for Hero and Naomi are all on the same team for the first Wonder Comics crossover event. Could you be more excited, Pele?
No. Yeah. I could be more excited. I could. Oh God, I'm still cringing. I'm cringed so hard that my testicles have actually sucked up into my main body, and I don't know if they're going to come out.
I sharded myself. Oh, thanks a lot, Bendis.
That's so bad.
It's awful. So bad. The dialogue, there's so much of it.
Nice try. Oh Jesus! What about the Amethyst? Did you read the Amethyst story at the end here?
No.
At the preview. Oh Jesus!
Yeah. I can't remember. That's that's a Marvel writer that Bendis brought over. I think she might have written Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's something stupid like that. It's something that should never ever get you new work at another company. So Bendis brought her over, used the pipeline. So Amethyst might be something we have to talk about in the future for a roast. Because if that writer is someone Bendis has got his eye on, they probably can't write.
Well, people are going to comment that this is a comic for children.
I don't care if it's a comic for kids. It sucks ass. Is worth talking about because it was terrible, and that'll end our worst of the week. I want to thank you for joining me, Pele. It was a special week in shitty comics. We got a fucking hilariously stupid secret No, not Secret. New Warriors
New
cover
Warriors.
with an equally bad, talentless writer on it. We've got a joke of a milestone issue for Captain Marvel 150. Basically, a monument to failure and
Fake
ineptitude.
milestone.
And then we have a very, very terribly executed Wonder Comics from Brian Michael Bendis, who's going to be, he's going to be a mainstay on the channel.
Well, I think
on this segment at least. Yeah.
Special's the right word. The one word you touched on right there, special. And this is for tards. This is like Tumblr comics for tards. So, there's no other way to describe it. And if people actually pay money for this crap, and I'm not saying, go out there, sail the high seas, to get your comics or anything like that. But if you're actually paying good money for this kind of stuff, stop. Don't. There are koalas dying in Australia. Send your $4 to help save some koalas instead.
There are good comics sitting on your local comic shop's shelves, just waiting to be taken home and adopted. Stop bringing home this garbage. This is a fucking terrible comic. All right, Pele, that's enough. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Be good.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I would appreciate it very much. It helps us attract more views for the channel. Subscribe for future commentary, comic book news, and reviews. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. If you want to talk comics, movies, and much, much more, you can follow me on Twitter at Wes_from_TC. With that, Salamat Po, and I'm out.